Hello guys, I really hope you're having a fantastic day today. A quick update about Bitcoin and crypto. Of course, before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates about how to trade this crazy cryptocurrency market. But let's go straight away into Bitcoin and show you what's happening right now. So yesterday we were calling for roughly $62,000. We could have said we could have pushed to 64,000 and then we would have found some resistance, some retracement up to this area over here. And guess what? We just destroyed that resistance, and we touched yesterday today $64,000. And the question is, where are we gonna go from here? Well, at the moment, what I want to do, I want to go into the weekly chart and show you step by step my reasoning process as well, and just to tell you, like, if I believe the bottom is in, and where we can go from there. Guys, straight away, what I can see from here for Bitcoin is that the weekly candle looks insane. Like, I mean, we are printing over here a beautiful weekly hammer that in general, if it's going to close like that, but what we need to see will be a closure above this blue line over here, which we are very, very close right now. So if you're going to be able to close above, I'll say $63,400, so around this area over here, then I could say that Bitcoin looks extremely bullish. Okay, so maybe the bottom is already in, and then with the hammer candle like that, what we could be seeing could be a continuation to the upside with a target. I'm going to show you right now that could be a sort of a bull flag, go from here to here, and the target could be roughly at $90,000 as per our prediction. Maybe it could be even higher, 96, 97,000. But of course, if you're going to see this sort of movement up, down, and then up again, that could be something I'm looking at. So very, very excited to see all of this. Let's go on the daily chart and see what's going on right now on the daily chart so we can have a better understanding. Now, there is something that we have to take into consideration. So the thing is, Bitcoin still hasn't broken this trend line properly. So if you actually have a look at this, if I'm gonna go and draw a line over here, so we got this line here, this line, so we still haven't closed this daily candle above this area over here. So we still got plenty of this orange line, red line over here, which called exponential moving average, and still we were not able to break this area of resistance. Okay, so now the situation is the following. If we're gonna be able to break this resistance over here, which I don't think is gonna be happening right now, it might take maybe a few days if it happens, but what I would like to see from here would be something like this. So we're gonna go up, and then next target could be at $66,000, $67,000. But at the moment, looks like BTC is encountering lots of resistance. So we just have to be very careful with this and see how this daily candle is going to close. And look at me, like, I'm not trying to say, I'm a bear, or I don't want to make any bearish statements. I'm not a perma bear, but I just want to show you the reality, how things are in terms of trading, and of course I want to benefit from this. So at the moment we need to break this. Once we're going to close above this line over here, then we can be bullish. We can go even higher than this, and we can also see how high we could go to. And the way we can calculate, we can go and check on a Fibonacci retracement, even to go from this point here down to this point over here. See, we're touching now the 50%, so 6,641 could be the next level of resistance we can find over here. Otherwise, 70,000, and we can also have a look at this for our previous pattern of the bull flag we were doing before. We can see that so we were like that pretty much, and then we can see that actually the bull flag is still intact. So we had a fake out down to here, fake out up to here, and then what could be happening could be a nice retracement up to this line over here, 69,300, if we're gonna have a continuation. So be very careful with that. I'm also gonna go on the 4-hour chart to see a little bit better. So in our VIP group, we were saying that we already made all these calls about continuation, about the retracement. So if you want to know the exact targets, come on the VIP group, link in the description below, so where I just put analysis every single day. But right now Bitcoin looks, in my opinion, it looks good. It looks good, but we have to break this last hurdle over here. This 200 moving average on the 4 hours has to be broken down. So what I want to see right now will be something like this. I want to see a potential movement to the downside. I'm going to go and push it down this way, maybe go down to here at 1,800, and then a continuation to the upside. That's what I want to see right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see some weakness right now, maybe go back to 62,000, 61,700, and then we're going to have a response to the upside. And of course, if we won't be able to break this level of support over here, then we're going to potentially going down back lower. So you just have to have a look, what's going on. Cool. Now let's talk about other things like the stock markets, S&P 500, which is very important just to see what's going to be happening next for Bitcoin. And I want to show you this chart, which is quite interesting. So I was actually making this chart not so long ago, showing that the S&P 500 is actually into a bear flag. So at the moment, S&P has touched the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement, which is a very important level of resistance. So what we're going to see right now will be a continuation, a breakage from this bear flag to be invalidated. Because if we're going to see now let's say a rejection from here, and then a continuation to the downside, let's say we're going to see this, and now a rejection from here, then we might see this, and then if you're going to break this level over here, this is the risk to go down to $4,800. And again, I don't want to be a bear over here. Bitcoin looks incredibly good. We could be able to break this bearish flag, this bear flag, but of course I like also to give you the potential bearish scenario where we could be going to. I don't like to just tell you that it's going to go to $6,000, $7,000 if I don't have the right data with me. So just bear in mind all of this, because also we can also have a look at some indicators as well, like the RSI, Relative Strength Index on the 4 hours. There's still so much room to grow to the upside, but quite limited in my opinion. So we can even see from here, if I'm going to go and connect these points over here, it really brings you to that level. So if we're not going to be able to break it with lots of volume, then there is a risk we're going to go back down. So of course, if you're trading right now, be very careful with this. But at the moment, I mean, looks pretty good in my opinion. And also what it could be, if let's say we're going to break to the upside, this just could have been a normal bull flag from here. So this is a bear flag, but within a bull flag, so that we can consider this to be a bull flag from here. I mean, it doesn't really look like a bull flag right now, but I'm just going to show you that's what it could have been, something like that. And then of course you can see a continuation to the upside if you're going to be able to break like that. And let's also have a look at the weekly on the S&P, so we can see what can happen with Bitcoin and crypto. Well, you had a beautiful, the S&P had a beautiful rebound from this 20 weeks moving average, and now it's forming a hammer as well. In my opinion, looks pretty good. Looks really pretty good that it just went down all the way and then retraced and then closing around here. And therefore, I would say that we could potentially see another movement to the upside. So there are also, guys, few reasons why this situation like this, we saw this spike in the S&P and also in Bitcoin. And the reason is that the non-farm payroll came, so the availability of jobs, excluding the farmers, came lower than expected. So the economy is actually weakening, and the market spiked because they think that because of the weakening economy, unemployment rate is rising, and then the Federal Reserve is going to increase, is going to decrease interest rates. So if they're going to decrease interest rates, of course the market is going to go completely banana crazy to the moon. And the last one I want to show you today, guys, and by the way, if you want to also have a look at this analysis on all the altcoins, our VIP group, we do every single day 4 or 5 altcoins daily analysis just to show you the best entry points, best exit points for you to navigate the market in a better fashion. So let's have a look at something like the DXY. Okay, DXY is very important to predict the market, but also I'm going to have a look at something else. So DXY, as we said before, we can go on the daily to see a little bit better. So the daily chart is saying right now the DXY is actually into an uptrend, but that's very interesting, guys, because we saw over here that we broke to the downside from here, and now it's trying to climb back up this way. So what I could think about this movement over here would be that the DXY has broken this level, this uptrend from here, and then what you could be seeing from now will be a potential retracement up to this area. So I'm going to show you from here, retracement up to here, a retest around this area, and then boom, another downside down to 103 to 104 DXY. So if this is going to happen, it's going to put more fuel to risk assets like Bitcoin or crypto. So definitely is worth to have a look at this DXY for the next few days or weeks, because it's going to really help us to understand when the market is actually going. And the last one I want to show you guys is the 2 years treasury yield as well. This is very important because it has an inverse correlation as well with the stock market. Whenever this one is going down, stock market goes up. It's about the fixed income. So I want to show you with this the US 2 years that is actually in a trend, in a downtrend, but now it's getting into oversold area. So there is a risk that if this thing is going to continue to go higher, then of course it could put lots of pressure on Bitcoin and crypto. But let's have a look at the daily chart for the 2 years yield. Well, that's actually interesting because we are now in a situation where it's still holding quite well. They had a week down, went up again, so is still within the range. And if we're gonna see the 2 years treasury yield, of course, keep going down up like that, then there is a risk for risk assets, of course, to suffer from it. So again, we're gonna keep an eye on this as well. But guys, so far so good, and I want to just spend like the last, I will say, 1 minute or two talking about Bitcoin. So again, guys, I'm gonna give you my prediction again. I'm gonna go on the 3-day chart to show you a little bit better, but I believe Bitcoin is going to do the following, guys. It's probably gonna do this. Okay, he's gonna do potentially this, or he's gonna do this. At the moment, I don't see any other potential scenario, in the sense that we're gonna have a correction and then it's going to be up only. So let's see what the future reserve for us. But at the moment, if I had to guess, that could be actually very good guessing to go from here to here, draw this line over here and see Bitcoin how high it could actually go to. And looking at this chart over here, then I'll probably say that we're gonna see this and this and then this. That could bring us to roughly $86,000 to $87,000. That could be actually a very good point to see an intermediate top. We can also see from the RSI as well. RSI can sometimes, help us to understand how high BTC could go as a mid-top level, and then that's what we could see. You could see an RSI at 90 or 94 with no problem. So something like that, which coincides exactly to this movement over here at roughly $87,000 to $90,000. And then after that, we could see again a retracement to the downside. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful. And of course, if you want the full analysis, come on, join our VIP group. $59 USD a month for daily analysis every single day, and also altcoins. And of course, if you have a question, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm going to see you in the next video.